thank you so much.
Get on with it.
So, I've got a story to tell you all. It's about drama, love, and treachery. So here we go. After a long and tedious war, Don Pedro, the prince, returns home with his esteemed companions, Claudio and Benedict. Following close behind are Don John, the prince's older brother, Horatio and Conrad. As they return to Messina, they are greeted and welcomed to stay by Leonardo, the king. Oh. A diss-off breaks out between Benedict and Leonardo's niece, Beatrice. You killed none in that war! I'll have you know, I was a very good soldier, boom, boom, and I make an even better husband. Good thing I hate you, and most all men, I hate talking to you. Well, I'd rather be talking to my horses. No! Is that the best you have? Yes, and my point is made. I win. Of course you end it this way.
Hey guys! How's it going? Hope everyone's having a great night. So last night, my good pal Gabriel started off our story, so I'm gonna continue it.
I do say, these masks make us look ridiculous. Is that so? Indeed. However, it is not as awful as Benedict. He's such a fool. Oh, really now? Indeed, he takes nothing seriously and is a downright moron. I am not a fool or a moron.
I do not believe what I am hearing. And she swoons for him all the time. It kills her not to be with him. She loves me! Okay, I think he believes it.
Alright, so what's going on tonight, guys? So the story that the other two were saying was pretty good, but I'm about to spice things up a little bit.
Did you hear about Benedict's new longing love? Yeah, I heard it's Beatrice. No way! Yeah, she's madly in love with him. He loves me? And she believes it as well. Let's go. Later that night. We've done it! Keep it down, you drunk moron. We have tricked Claudio. Let's keep listening for now. Alright. We have slandered Hero and tricked Claudio into thinking she's a slut. Gotcha, you drunk fool.
Hi. Thank you all for showing up. Stop! Alright, thanks guys for showing up. Today, we're gonna get some real juicy stuff for the story. You guys ready?
Yes!
Do you take Claudio to be your
Yes!
Do you take Hero to be your
No, she's a cheetah.
I am not.
Yes, you are, and I will pointlessly throw this bench to prove how angry I am. Meanwhile, in the interrogation room. So, what did Don John have you do?
He had to slander Hero by tricking Claudio into thinking she's a cheetah.
Wonderful! We have now found the true culprit then. You two will be delivered to Leonardo for trial.
Do not touch me, you ass!
Tonight we'll finish the story.
Each of us will divide into pairs.
And start from beginning to end.
Go kick it off.
Who killed my daughter?
I was the one who truly slandered her.
No, you only set him up. Claudio shouldn't have committed the act.
I am sorry, my lord. I deserve a punishment that you see fit.
Alright, mourn my daughter and marry my niece.
Wait, what? I never agreed.
He will do it.
I will do it.
Then it is done.
May I see her face?
Not until you say you love her and take her to be yours and only yours.
Then I promise that I love and will wed this woman. Hero!
It is me. I figuratively died just to teach you a lesson, but hey, let's get married now.
Wait, which one is Beatrice?
Y'all, that's me.
Do you love me?
Nope.
Well, I don't love you either.
Then it's settled.
Benedict loves Beatrice. It's right here in this homemade song.
And Beatrice states her love for Benedict in this letter.
Then we do love each other.
meet you.
Yeah. You know my name, right?
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, alright. So, can you give me a brief overview of what the topic you did for Much Ado About Nothing?
Well, you see, Shakespeare, known, he's really great for his works, mostly Romeo and Juliet, which is actually trash, personally, but, the idea was, you know what, let's take Much Ado About Nothing, and let's boil it down to this, like, more relatable thing. So what do millennials like? They like stand-up comedians. And who are some great stand-up comedians? You know, you got Gabriel Iglesias, he's got his, like, silly voices, he's got his Hawaiian shirt, his nice little shorts. You got John Mulaney. He got like great suit. You ever see his one story about like the one thing? You know, like the story about like how like back in high school. He was like, yeah. Everyone relates to a high school story, right? And then you got Kevin Hart. You know, loud but kind of short. And, like, everyone loves him. He's in like great movies, which is kind of debatable sometimes, but there's some pretty good movies. And then of course there's Bo Burnham with how relatable he is to like millennials who are, not dumb and, like, just kind of, like, cynical people,
So, was there any significant social issues that you had to change or that are relevant to your adaptation?
Well, you see, I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of Shakespeare, but I will acknowledge the fact that he somehow had the foresight to, like, basically keep his thumb on topics that are still relatable today, like love, like you'll have kids in high school that like they'll get in a relationship and it's all happy and it's great, and then somewhere down the line, one of them decides, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this into a train wreck, why not? And there's like betrayal because there's again, kids in high school, they're always like, well, this person's a snake, well, this person's a snake, and it's like, hey, just call them backstabbers. You don't need to call them snakes. It's kind of what I'm saying, just in my opinion. But he had really great topics. I feel like just resonate today.
Yeah, and my last question is, what were the types of changes you made to the adaptation and why?
Well, okay, so obviously, Much Ado About Nothing is essentially just. It's the story. It's just like, oh, we're following the characters. What I wanted to do was, because again, I'm incorporating stand-up comedians. I didn't want to just go, oh, we're going to incorporate stand-up comedians, and there's like this like whole like, oh, they're just in position. No. What I thought was, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have each stand-up comedian. There's 5 minutes. The first night, Gabriel Iglesias starts the story. John Mulaney continues it. Kevin Hart continues it. Bo Burnham continues it. Ends with each one going, hey, you know what? Let's finish the story together. It's just kind of like a modern perspective on it.
I think that's all we have for today.
Great,
Thank you.
No problem.
It was great to meet you.
See you around. See you.
Hi, John.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Alright, so we're going to interview you. We have a couple of questions.
Alright.
What specifically did you change from the original Much Ado About Nothing to make it stand up?
Well, we kind of changed how like what we wear and like how we talk, but we try to keep like the satire and comedy that you see in Shakespeare novels.
And were there any like details in each scene that represented that it was stand-up comedy?
Well, it wasn't that hard to make it stand-up comedy from how much satire Shakespeare does, but like we had 4 different comedians for all the acts, and each one added their own different type of satire into the comedy.
Alright. I think that's all the time we have for today. I would like to thank you for coming in.
All right, thank you.
Hey Anthony, how's it going today?
Pretty good. How about you?
That's excellent. I'm great, thanks. So I have a couple of questions if it isn't too much of your time.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right,
Ask me
excellent.
them.
So my first question, what was the theme you went for your adaptation of Much Ado About Nothing?
Well, we wanted to drive out the more comedic side of Much Ado About Nothing, since it's both a comedy and a romance novel play. So we pretty much took out the more comedic values and satire and like just times it by 50.
All right, that sounds pretty good. My next question is what did you add to the scenes that made it like bad?
Well, we brought our own comedians that we both each other like really well. I'm Gabriel Iglesias, so I'm mostly known for like doing noises in like my comedy sticks. Zach Gallagher, he's got John Mulaney, and he's pretty much known for being relatable. Sean McCormick, he has Bo Burnham, and he's pretty much known for being scenic or jaded. Yeah, and John, he's Kevin Hart, and he's known for being like he insults everything. Like there's no like line to where he won't pass.
Alright, thank you for your time. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, of course.